started now. The kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set. 180.
You're trapped. Check.
Pistol.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go play action. Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mark Barron able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 91 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And the pressure gets to him again. Joe Schobert picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Hey, exit.
Mike 29. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. He'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And fighting down it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb 49 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two.
Just like that. Just like that.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
29 is Mike 29.
5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Set. Go out. Snap.
To try again after the sack. Rudolph, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get it ready.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Beckham, the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. There to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Let's
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rudolph. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Weapon. Hey, orbit. Be tripped.
Going for it. It's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's finally taken down. It's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
You ready? 54, right there. 54 Mike.
First carry for James Conner. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready?
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. He's tired of you.
Bravo.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Check. Let's go.
Now it's Rudolph. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Quit talking about it and play it. Check 43. Watch the eye. Sponge. No.
They start the drive with Conner. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, high 7.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Bound to lose one.
From the 29, Rudolph. That's complete to his running back, Conner. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
You draw Porter. Smooth.
54. Mike
59.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
6 man. Check curls.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Prescott to throw this time. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Prescott to throw it. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph, he'll get that one complete to Connor. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
61, Matchbox Lights.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
The big fella, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, 60 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And again, it's Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I'm coming for you. Check 52. Kill.
They start with a give to counter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rudolph. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Power running by Zeke. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. fans, a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To throw is Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It's been quite the season for Maher. First kicker in NFL history with 3 kicks of 60-plus. He's hit twice in 2019 from 60 or more, from 62 just before halftime against the Jets in Week 6. And then 1 week later, he hit from 63 to end the first half against the Eagles. After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Rudolph now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Stiff-armed him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Elliott running right. Powerful running. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Here's Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Switzer on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Rudolph on first down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. 2nd and 10, Rudolph again. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm here all day.
And he is going absolutely nowhere, in the wrong direction. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready to break.
54. Mike 54.
You must be dreaming. Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Exit. Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit.
54, Mike, 54.
Ready?
Now it's Rudolph. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Push him back. Mike 5-4, Mike, go.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 38 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Hey, high 7.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Come on, QB, come on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Watch the twist.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
What we got?
Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The 40, 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. On first down, Elliott. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down.
Second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
NFL.